The clock doesn't care. You thought you had time. You told yourself, tomorrow I'll start. Next week I'll be serious. One day I'll become who I'm meant to be. But here's the truth no one wants to hear. The clock doesn't care about your plans. It keeps moving. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone with less talent than you, less resources than you, less support than you, is winning. Why? Because they started. Every second you hesitate, every moment you scroll, every excuse you repeat, you're not standing still. You're falling behind. Look at your life. Not the version you imagine. Not the version you post. The real one. Is this where you wanted to be? Or did you settle, thinking you still had time? Because here's the uncomfortable reality. You're not early anymore. You're not just getting started. You're already in the middle of your life. And what you do today decides how the rest of it looks. There's no perfect moment coming. No sudden motivation. No magical sign. Just this moment. Right now. So the question isn't, can you do it? The question is, how much longer are you going to wait while your life keeps moving without you? They didn't doubt you, you did. No one stopped you. No one blocked your path. No one held you back the way you think they did. Be honest. It wasn't them. It was you. You waited for approval. You needed validation. You listened to opinions from people who never built anything. And slowly, you convinced yourself you weren't ready. But the truth? You were never supposed to feel ready. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of it. Every time you said, I can't, you trained your mind to believe it. Every time you hesitated, you built your own cage. And now you're standing there, looking at the life you could have had, realizing no one doubted you more than you doubted yourself. The coast of Wayland. You're not stuck. You're choosing this. You say you're stuck, but let's be real. You're not stuck. You're comfortable. Comfort is dangerous because it feels safe while it slowly destroys your potential. You wake up, repeat the same habits, tell yourself this is fine, but deep down, you know this isn't the life you want. You're not trapped. You're choosing the easy path and paying for it with your future. Discipline is the real talent. You've been lied to your whole life. You were told that success belongs to the talented, the gifted, the naturally lucky. But look closer. Really look. The people who win, they're not always the smartest, not always the fastest, not always the most talented. They're just the ones who didn't stop. They show up on the days they don't feel like it, especially those days when it's boring, when it's repetitive, when there's no reward in sight. That's where most people quit. But not them. They understand something. You don't. Motivation is unreliable. It fades. It disappears the moment things get hard. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It shows up anyway. And every time you rely on motivation, you're building inconsistency. Every time you rely on discipline, you're building identity. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. So stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Because the people who succeed, they stopped waiting a long time ago, and they started doing the work. Whether they felt like it or not, nobody is coming. There's something you need to hear. Even if it's uncomfortable, nobody's coming to save you. Not your friends. Not your family. Not some opportunity that magically appears one day. You're waiting for something. A push, a sign, a moment where everything just clicks. But life doesn't work like that. The truth is, you've been waiting for permission. Permission to start, permission to fail, permission to take your life seriously. But no one is going to give it to you. because this is your responsibility, your life, your future. And every day you wait for someone else to change it, you lose more control over it. The people you admire, they didn't get saved. They decided. They stopped waiting. They stopped blaming. They stopped hoping someone would come fix things. And they took full ownership. That's the moment everything changes. Not when life gets easier, but when you stop expecting it to. Small choices, big regrets. You think your life is shaped by big decisions. It's not. It's shaped by the small ones, the ones you barely notice. Skipping one workout doesn't seem like a big deal. Delaying one task feels harmless. Choosing comfort for one day feels justified. But it's never just one. Time. It becomes a pattern, a habit, a lifestyle. And slowly, without realizing it, you build a life you never intended to live. Regret doesn't show up immediately. It waits, years later, when you look back and realize how many chances you ignored, how many moments you wasted, how many times you chose easy over growth. That's when it hits. And by then, you can't go back. Your future isn't decided in one moment. It's decided in thousands of small ones. So the question is, what are your daily choices building? You still have time, but not much. This isn't meant to comfort you. It's meant to wake you up. You still have time. Yes, but not as much as you think. Time feels slow when you're young. Like there's always more of it. Like you can afford to wait. But then something happens. Weeks turn into months. Months turn into years. And suddenly, you're wondering where it all went. The plans you had? Still plans. The goals you dreamed of? Still distant. Not because you couldn't achieve them, but because you kept delaying them. Time doesn't pause for you to figure things out. It keeps moving, with or without your progress. And one day, you'll either be grateful you started, or haunted by the fact that you didn't. So yes, you still have time, but this is your warning. You're running out of it. This is where most people quit. Everyone talks about starting. Few talk about continuing. Because starting is exciting. It's fresh. It's motivating. It feels like change. But then comes the part no one prepares you for. The middle, where progress slows down, where results aren't visible, where effort feels pointless. This is where people begin to doubt. Is this even working? Am I wasting my time? Maybe this isn't for me. And one by one, they stop. Not because they failed, but because they got tired of not seeing success fast enough. This is the filter. The invisible line between those who make it and those who don't. So when it gets hard, when it feels slow, when it feels like nothing is happening, understand this. You are exactly where most people give up. And what you do next decides everything. Pain or regret, choose one. You're trying to avoid pain. Everyone is. But here's the truth. You don't get that choice. You only get to choose which pain. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. One is temporary. It burns now. But builds something later. The other. It waits. Quietly. Until one day, it hits you all at once. When you realize what you could have been. What you could have done. What you could have changed, but didn't. Discipline feels hard in the moment. Regret feels heavy for a lifetime. So choose carefully, because either way, you will feel it. You owe yourself more. Think about everything you've survived. The struggles no one saw. The pressure you carried alone. The moments you thought you wouldn't make it. And yet, you're still here. After all that, you're thinking about quitting? Walking away from your goals? Settling for less than what you wanted? No, you didn't come this far just to stop here. You owe yourself more. More effort when it's hard. More discipline when you're tired. More belief when doubt shows up. Because the version of you that kept going through all that pain deserves a better ending than this. Don't waste that 1 year from now. Pause for a second and imagine this 1 year from today. Same habits, same routine, same excuses. Nothing changed. How does that feel? Now imagine the opposite. You stayed consistent. You showed up daily. You did the work even when you didn't feel like it. And now, you're stronger, focused, unrecognizable. Both versions are possible, but only one becomes real. And it's decided by what you do after this moment ends. This is your life. This is it. No more episodes after this. No more reminders. No more warnings. Just your life. Unedited. Unscripted. Moving forward every second. There is no restart button. No second version. No extra time waiting for you later. Just this one chance. And at the end of it, there will be a moment where you look back and you'll know if you tried. You'll know if you pushed yourself. You'll know if you gave everything you had, or if you hesitated, delayed, stayed comfortable, and wished you had done more. So don't wait for another video. Don't. Wait for another sign. Because this moment, this is where your life changes, or stays the same.